Hey, what is going on, guys? So you have any Chromecast generation, the Chromecast 1, 2, or even the 3, and you have issues with the casting icon. Maybe it's not working or it's not showing up. Maybe it's just missing. I'm going to show you 11 solutions to get it up and running right now. So make sure you watch every single step in this video. The thing is, it may take a combination of two methods to get it up and running, okay? So watch very carefully. Okay, so the first thing is you have to make sure that it is on the correct HDMI port. Maybe you switched the HDMI port last night because you're using your DVD player, or maybe you were playing PlayStation 4 last night and you had to switch to the different HDMI port. So right now what I want you to do is grab your remote from your TV and then you want to press on input or source, okay? So go ahead and tap on that. Now on my TV here, I only have one HDMI port that's highlighted, so I know that's where the Chromecast is. However, you may have to guess where your Chromecast is if you have other devices connected to other HDMI ports in the back of your TV. Anyway, I know mine was on HDMI 3, and that's where the Chromecast is. And now, when I go ahead and go to an app, for example, let's just say I go to YouTube, and now I can see that casting icon right here, or if I go ahead and click on a video here, I'll see another casting icon that appears up here. As I can see right here, so I can just tap on that, and then go ahead and select, I named my Chromecast here Office TV 2, so I would just select on that, and then this video is going to play onto my TV. Record PC screen, which we can record the PC screen. I put that on pause. Now if it's still not working, next thing you want to do is go into your phone and tap on settings and make sure that you are on the same Wi-Fi network. So here's my Wi-Fi here. This is an iPhone X, by the way. So if I tap on this here, now I have to make sure I'm the same exact Wi-Fi network, okay, on my phone, as well as the Chromecast on my TV. So you can see right here, I have ITSH guest, it's working. I have another ITSH network here in the office. If I connected this one, I'm not going to be able to connect because the Chromecast is connected to the ITSH guest. Another thing too you have to note too is, like, you see a network down here, it says Gear 18, and below it says Gear 18 5G. Again, you need to be on the same exact Wi-Fi network. The thing is, I think Chromecast 1 and 2 can only connect to a 2.4 gigahertz. If it's a 2.4 gigahertz, it's not going to say 2.4 gigahertz at the end of your network name. Now, Chromecast 3, I think it does have 5G. So again, if you're connected to the 5G and you have another network name that's the same, go ahead and connect to that one instead, or vice versa. Give that a try, then go ahead and bring up one of your apps to go ahead and cast, and hopefully if it works. If it doesn't, let's move on to the next step. I also want to mention this too. If you want to know exactly what Wi-Fi network your Chromecast is on, what you can do is go to your Google Home app. So mine's right here. Let me tap on this. The thing is, a lot of you guys probably aren't going to have the Google Home app installed on the phone that you're using now, because maybe you hooked it up with another device, or maybe your parents hooked it up. So you don't actually have this Google Home app on your phone. However, if you do, what you can do is go ahead and open it up, tap on the device name. Mine's Office TV 2. So I tap on that. And then I go up to the gear icon here, tap on that. And then right down here, I can see the Wi-Fi connection, and I'm connected to the ITSH guest. Okay. All right, so the next thing to try is go ahead and unplug your TV. Here's the power cord to my TV. Unplug that bad boy, wait for 1 minute, and then plug it back in, and then go ahead and see if you can go ahead and cast an app. If it doesn't, we'll move it on to the next step. All right, so the next step is I want you to go to your Wi-Fi modem, okay? Now for me, I have a Wi-Fi modem as well as a router. If you're at home, you probably have one unit that's a Wi-Fi router and a modem. Anyways, I have a Wi-Fi modem and a router here. So what I want to do is unplug, go in the very back here, just pop out the power plug on here as well as the other one, okay? Pop the power plug out, wait 1 minute, and then plug them both back in. Once it's plugged back in, give it a minute or two, and then try to cast another app to your TV and see if that works. If it doesn't, we're moving on to the next step. So the next step here may be your USB port is not supplying enough power. So for instance, I have the USB port plugged on the back of my TV here to give it power. What you want to do is go ahead and unplug it, grab the wall adapter here, and you want to plug it to an actual outlet. So pop that in there like that, and then plug it into an actual outlet. Something like that. Give it a second, then go ahead and try to cast another app and see if that works. If that doesn't work, the next step. Now it's possible that your HDMI port where it's plugged into could be faulty. So I want you to do this. Go ahead and unplug it, the HDMI cable, and plug it to another HDMI out port. Go ahead and plug that back in. Give it like 30 seconds to register, and then go ahead and try to cast another app and see if that works. If it doesn't, move it on to the next step. All right, so next step is I want you to grab your phone, go back into your settings, go into Wi-Fi, and what I want you to do here is turn it off and then on. So go ahead and turn it off. Leave it off for like 10 seconds and go ahead and turn it back on. Give it a second, then go ahead and give it a try. Again, this is an iPhone here. If you have an Android phone, most likely to get to your settings, you can just simply swipe down top right-hand side. In the top right-hand corner, you see that gear icon. Tap on that. Then you go to connections. Then I can see Wi-Fi here. I can turn it off and then turn it back on. Give that a try. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we're going to move on to the next step. So the next step here is we want to go into the settings again, and what we want to do is turn airplane mode on and then off, okay? So go ahead and turn airplane mode on, leave it on for 30 seconds, and then turn it off. And I'll do it on my Android phone here. I'll tap on that, and I'll look for airplane mode right here. So I'll turn it on, wait 30 seconds, and then go ahead and turn them off. Hopefully that gets your issue up and running. If it doesn't, we're moving on to the next step. Okay, so for the next step, let's say for instance you wanted to cast like the YouTube. So if you have the YouTube open, what I want you to do now is go ahead and close it. Now different phones have different ways to close the actual app. Again, this is an iPhone X here. In order for me to close this YouTube app, I would just go ahead and swipe up a little bit here, and then I would swipe up, and now that app is closed. Now I can go ahead and reopen it and see if that works. Now if you have an Android phone, for instance, this is a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus here. And let's say I had the YouTube app open. If I wanted to go ahead and close this, bottom left-hand corner, I got to tap on that little icon and then click on the X right here. And now the YouTube app is closed, and then go ahead and go back and reopen it, and hopefully it's back up and running. If it's not, we're moving on to the next step. So the next thing you want to do is a forced restart on your phone. Now you're not going to lose data or anything like that by doing this method. The only thing is, different phone brands, different models is a different way of doing a forced restart. It only takes like 1 minute. However, what I want you to do is look up on the internet, Google or YouTube, and search for your phone model and type in how to do a forced restart. Anyways, I'll give you an example here. Here's an iPhone X here. In order for me to do a forced reset, I can be on a lock screen or anywhere on the phone, okay? For this phone here, it's a little bit complicated, but I have to press volume up, volume down, and then press and hold the power button. I'm going to continue to hold it until I see the Apple logo. It's basically doing a reboot, but it's not the same thing as shutting off your phone and turn it off. So I'm still holding on the power button. I'm still holding onto the power button. Give it a second here until I see the Apple logo pop up, then I can let go. And then once my iPhone is back up, I can go ahead and try to cast another icon and see if that works. Okay, now here's another example here. Here's the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus again. In order for me to do a forced restart on this phone, you have to press and hold two buttons simultaneously, okay? It's going to be the power button and volume down button. So I'm going to press and hold until I see the Samsung logo appear, okay? So 1, 2, 3, I'm going to press and hold. Now the thing is, if you have a model number and you can't figure out or you can't find it how to do a forced restart, comment below and I'll help you guys out, okay? Anyways, I'm still holding on both buttons here. Here's the Samsung logo pops up. Now I can let go. Once my phone is back up and running, I'll go ahead and try to cast another app, see if that works. All right, so the next thing that you may want to do is go ahead and pop out your Chromecast and go ahead and plug it into another TV or a computer monitor or even a projector or basically any device that has a HDMI port. The thing is, your TV could be faulty. It could be having issues with the HDMI and whatnot. So even if you have a regular computer monitor like right here, as long as it has an HDMI port, like you can see below this computer monitor, I do have an HDMI port. I can simply just plug it in, take it out of my TV, plug it in my computer monitor, turn it on, and it should work right away. Same thing, even if you have a projector or whatnot, as long as the projector has an HDMI port, plug it in there, see if it works. If it does work, then obviously you know there's something wrong with the HDMI ports on your TV. Now the last and final method that I have for you is do a factory reset on your Chromecast, which is very easy to do and it's very easy to set everything back up, okay? So simply what you can do is just look at your Chromecast. Again, doesn't matter you have the first generation, second, or third. Basically, if you look at your Chromecast, you only have one button on here. What you have to do basically is press and hold down like 10 seconds. And then it's going to automatically do a factory reset, but you have to have it plugged into the USB as well. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put another link in the description, how to do this step by step. Anyways, I hope one of these steps work for you guys. Guys, let me know what step you think that works for you or what combination worked for you, and most of you guys should be up and running from trying one or two of these methods. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.